brand new biographies. That's one of the things we have coming from Usborne Books and More this season. I'm Nancy Ann Wortman, and I want to share with you some of our great new titles for older kids. So these are 3 of our Extraordinary Life series. So let's just take a peek inside Stephen Hawking. There was also Anne Frank and Neil Armstrong. And each of these, the print is in a pretty color. And it's that way consistently through the book. Anne Frank has purple. And Neil Armstrong has a nice kind of a space blue. There are several others in this series also, so you'll be seeing more of those from me and coming soon. These are just $5.99. Okay, what's next? What's next? I want to show you a few of the wonderful Usborne flat books. This is actually one of my very favorite series, the Questions and Answers series, and this one is about plastic. Oh my goodness, and it really answers questions. What's wrong with plastic? What's plastic made of? So you've got what questions. Here you have how questions, how things are made, and so forth. All of these questions have a flap answer inside. Why? Yes or no questions. Can we invent a better plastic, it says. The answer is yes, and it tells you about that. Where, which, who, when, and how can we make a difference? Kids love knowing how they can make a difference and how they're empowered. We can empower them to do so. Okay, here's See Inside Atoms and Molecules. So this is the See Inside series, has more text and more information than the Questions and Answers series. Kids love doing flaps. All ages of kids love that involvement with books. And if you've heard me talk very much, you've heard me talk about how important it is for our kids to be involved in books. And it really helps them, especially the tactile learners. That engagement helps with their learning. So this one is See Inside Atoms and Molecules. Here is biggest, fastest, and tallest. Another lift the flap from Usborne. And we see inside the biggest. Here, fastest. Again, we see inside there. And here, the tallest. Let's see how we do these flaps. Oh, we lift up and down. Makes it very, very tall. So many great facts in here for your kids who love the Guinness Book of World Records and learning all kinds of facts and trivia. This is a great book for them. Okay, we have an addition to our graphic novels series, our graphic classics, and this one is Alice in Wonderland. Yay! This is a phenomenal series, and we have so many kids who are really loving graphic novels these days, and it's nice to bring the classics to them in that format that they're enjoying. How many times have I had a request for basketball books? Well, we've got them! Yay! Patty Mills, who is an NBA superstar and Australian Olympian, has written these great game day chapter books all about wanting to play basketball, some trials and tribulations they have along the way, and so that's super fun. Alrighty, right along with that, we have 4 books in the Shine series, and this is about kids at a performing arts school and their audition, and someone else wants the same part, and some of the experiences that these kids have, in this case they're all girls, at the Shine school. Okay, this one's called Bethany Sings Out. And we have one about Sarah, Chloe, and Lily. Okay, we have 2 books, and I have misplaced the other one. I don't know where it is. We were just reading it yesterday. But 2 by Catherine Woodfine, and she wrote our Clockwork Sparrow series, which you may also be familiar with. This is about, I'm going to tell you the right thing, a balloonist, and it was kind of inspired by her life, although it's not actually a biography. It's about Sophie Blanchard, and she was born in a village in France in 1778, and grew up to be one of the world's first female aeronauts. Not much is known about her childhood or her family, so for this story I have imagined her mama and older sister Flora. Historians think she made her first hot air balloon ride when she was 16, and here the author imagines that maybe she had this experience when she was younger. So the story was inspired by a real lady and real situations, but also it's also imagined. So this one is wonderful. Sophie Takes to the Sky. And in this, Sophie is very, very shy. So super shy. She has a hard time. The fair is coming, and for once there's a hot air balloon coming, and that's an amazing thing. She doesn't go with her family, and then she ends up deciding that she really wants to go. Not only does she go, but she manages to tumble into the hot air balloon right before it takes off. And she goes up in the hot air balloon and decides to keep it a secret. She and the balloonist decide to keep it a secret from everyone else. These are wonderful. Rose's Dress of Dreams is the other one by the same author, and it also is phenomenal. The paper in these is really nice. I love how this glossy, shiny quality, the high quality of paper feels. I'm going to show you some really thick books. These are Lightning Girl. These are all over, I think, 400 pages. This one, maybe it's 300. This one's 300 pages. Lightning Girl, she is a superhero. She didn't know she was a superhero, but all of a sudden she is, and she has all kinds of excitement regarding that. And it is a laugh out loud, high voltage adventure. So Lightning Girl will be fun. And the Travels of Ermine, it's actually 3 stories in one book. So even though it looks like it's 400 some pages, almost 500, it actually is 3 books in one. And Ermine is actually a stout, and she travels to New York, to Sydney, and then to London. And she is she's an accidental heroine is what she is. That's how it is. And it's funny. You can anticipate what's going to happen or what she's going to do, and you're like, oh no, wait, don't do that. So the Travels of Ermine World Tour, I'm loving reading this. And I saved these 3 for last because I really love these. These are the stories of number 6 Chelsea Walk. So on the top of each one, you see it has number 6 Chelsea Walk, and it has the years because they actually go in order. Number 6 Chelsea Walk is a house. These books are about girls who lived in that house at different time periods. This house is in London, so you have lots of old world London at different time periods. And if you're going to read several of them, totally read them in order. But you don't have to. You don't have to read them in order. Sometimes you'll hear things, it'll say something like, the big giant oak tree in the backyard that my grandmother is said to have planted. Well, if you had read the prior stories, you would have remembered probably when that grandmother was a little girl and she planted that tree. So these are phenomenal. Girls Behind the Camera, Girls for the Vote, Girls with a Voice and Girls with Courage, Girls at War, and Girls on the Up. So I love these too. Okay, did I get everything? I've been setting them kind of up here, and I think I got them all. So these are some of our brand new titles from Usborne Books and More for the spring 2020 season that are awesome for older kids.